Listen, man, this is not gonna be one of those other videos that you watch online where people are telling you that you're just one step ahead of making it and just encouraging you. I'm gonna be fucking real with you in this video and tell you the singular, most important, the biggest reason why you are currently not where you want to be in your life. It's gonna be raw, real, brutal honest, and it's probably gonna piss you off, to be honest, when I say this to you. A lot of people in my life that I told this to, and myself included, they get triggered when they hear this, because it's not what they want to hear, but it's the truth. It's the real reason, not the lies that everyone else is telling you that you're in the wrong business model, that you have the wrong mindset, all these different things. This is the real reason for why you're not where you want to be. And by the end of this video, I'll explain to you exactly what it is, why it's such a big issue, and exactly how you will overcome it right away after watching this video. So you can snap out of this and actually break out of the situation that you're in right now and get to where you want to go in your life. So before we get into this, I have to give you a bit of a backstory to understand what this actually is all about. The first thing you need to understand is, like, if you're watching this right now, if you have goals of becoming an entrepreneur, if you want to achieve more in your life, if you want to become part of the 1%, like the top 1% of people in the world that actually has more freedom, has more wealth, that actually achieves a life that stands out from what everyone else gets. If that's you, if that's what you want to achieve, the thing you have to realize, like, getting there is not going to be easy. Getting to a 1% outcome is going to require you to also take the type of actions that 99% of people are not willing to take. And I speak with guys all the time, probably like you watching this right now, where you think that that's what you want. You think that your goal is like, I want to become an entrepreneur, I want to make all this money, I want to become a millionaire, I want to like have a life of freedom, I never want to work a 9 to 5. That's probably how you think, and I used to think that. But what you don't realize, that is a fucking difficult path that you're about to embark on. One of the hardest things you can do. And I think you need to take that into account to a way larger degree before you set out your goal. Because you need to realize that goal is not just gonna be you like cruising around in life, just having an easy, chill life. It's gonna require you to do some of the hardest things that a human can do emotionally. It's gonna require you to make decisions that feel like it goes against every single bone in your body. And this is basically the thing that a lot of people struggle with, and the thing that I used to struggle with, where like a lot of young guys, if you're watching this between like 16 to 25, where you have goals, you have visions, and you have things that you say that you want. But then when it comes time to actually going and getting those things, you feel scared. You feel nervous. There's a risk to be taken. Let's say you're going to invest into a program or get a mentor, someone's going to show you how to get there, or you're going to start a business, you're going to invest into stocks for the first time, or move somewhere, or go into a new network, or commit, just put in the time to achieving your goals. So just doing something that's uncertain and not having a 100% guaranteed outcome. Stepping into something that's not 100% guaranteed. You feel scared. You feel a bit kind of unsure, like, is this actually going to work out? If I do this, am I guaranteed to win? And you have those thoughts, which is natural, like that's going to be part of the game. But then what most people do, and what you do watching this right now, what you probably do wrong, is you act on those emotions. You feel scared, you feel nervous, you feel uncomfortable about taking the step towards starting your first business, or moving somewhere new, or making your own decision, or like investing in something, or whatever it is, and you let that decision, the fear, dictate your decisions. And most guys live like this. Most guys when they're like 16 to 20 years old, they live their entire life like this. And that's why so many people are stuck, and why you're watching this right now, most likely where you're stuck. Because you're watching videos like this and you're like information gathering from all these different people. But what you really need to do is just like fucking turn off this video and go and take action. That's what's gonna get you the results. You sitting here watching another video, or even watching me talk right now, is not gonna help you take action. The only thing you need to do is just step into uncertainty. And the thing that most people get wrong is they think that they need to feel comfortable. They wait for a perfect time. They wait for their life to be even, like for everything to be calm. They have a lot of time. They feel at ease in their mind. And then they think that they will actually start doing whatever they want to do. The reality is that never happens. That's the biggest fallacy ever. You know how many people I've spoken with? Probably thousands of people I've spoken with that has told me, but more importantly, told themselves that, I'm going to start taking action on my goals when I've finished this work project, or when I'm finished with school, or when I have saved up this amount of money, or when I feel a bit more comfortable. And that never fucking happens. never is gonna feel like the right time to step out of your comfort zone and change your life. Because the reality is that the only time you will grow, the only time you will make a huge leap forward in your life is when you do something that's uncomfortable, when you step into uncertainty. And it's never gonna feel like the right time. You're never gonna wake up in the morning and be like, okay, today I wanna step out of my comfort zone and take an uncomfortable action step. That's never gonna happen. So what does that mean? It means that waiting for the perfect time to start is stupid. It's never gonna happen. The right time to start was yesterday. The second best time to start is today. So if you've been thinking about starting some business or making money online or whatever it is, like for a long time, like the right time to start was yesterday. You need to start right now. You could have started this 1 year ago, but you've been waiting because you've been scared. You've been holding yourself back because you were scared. When you start making decisions in uncertainty, when you're willing to step into uncertainty and make decisions that you're nervous and scared to make, your life will change completely. If you think about in your own life, think back, how many of the biggest leaps forward, how many of the biggest steps and biggest like breakthroughs have you had that you were not unsure about before you made a decision? I know for myself, for example, when I was in school doing like public presentations, or when I was going into like after school, when I had to pick if I was going to go into university or like start my own business, or even when I moved here to Colombia, you know, like all these different things that led me to making a lot of progress. When I started doing remote sales, like all these different things, before I had no idea what was gonna happen. I was scared. I was like, what is this gonna lead to? I had no idea. Like moving here, I didn't really know anyone. I didn't know what was gonna happen. But I took the step, took the leap. And because of that, I was able to figure shit out and make a lot more progress. And it seems like that's kind of where overnight successes usually comes from. People is just willing to step into something and take a big risk, take a big step into uncertainty. And that's when you make a lot of progress. But you're never gonna have that certainty until you start. Watching another video or doing more research or reading another book or thinking about it for another week isn't gonna make you more certain. What's gonna make you more certain is taking action. Taking the first step, and then you have to have that belief in yourself to figure shit out as you go. And I give you an example. We have a guy actually joined my community, my remote sales community, where I teach people how to go from zero to making their first 10K per month with remote sales. I had a guy in there pretty recently who joined about 1 week ago. He came in, was on all of the calls, took action, started reaching out to companies, was role playing, was following the blueprint that I gave him step by step. And now 1 week into the process, 1 week, he's interviewing with companies, is probably most likely about to land a role fairly soon, in a week. What have you been doing in the last week? You've been watching videos like this and you've probably been this like slacking on your goals and making all these excuses for why you can't make progress, while this guy is about to literally change his life. Like that's what you wanted to understand. It's probably gonna trigger you, but this is the reality. You need to understand, like every single day that you wait, every single time that you stop or you let your emotions hold you back from doing what you need to do, you're keeping yourself stuck and you're preventing yourself from achieving your true potential. So this is the last video you're gonna watch today. After watching this video, take action, do something. Stop watching more videos, start a business. If you wanna learn remote sales from me, join the community, stop making excuses. If you don't wanna join the community, no worries, but stop being on the sidelines. Stop being like in the in-between state, because that will keep you stuck forever. And that's why most people fail, because they can't even make a decision about yes or no. They're in this in-between state where you're just pushing stuff off and they're not making decisions. And that's when you're the most fragile, and that's when your life doesn't change at all. So, and if you want my coaching, you're in the community. If you don't want to do that, find something else to take action on. I don't know, go to the gym if you're overweight. Find a business model that you feel like resonates with you to start. Take action, commit to it, follow through, and I promise you, you will figure out stuff as you go, as long as you're just willing to trust the process and stay in uncertainty and just figure shit out from there. That's all for the video today, guys. Subscribe if you don't want to miss out on the future videos, because I'm gonna keep coming every single day with these videos moving forward. And let me know what you think down in the comments, if you agree, disagree, and like your perspective and questions and all that stuff. And give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this, and I'll see you tomorrow, as always, in the next video. And yeah, that's it. Take care. Ciao.